For those who are new into the law of attraction, subscribe to my channel. Or, well, I would say like my video, but look, comment down below. But no, the reason why you should subscribe to my channel because I give you the key to unlock your potential, uh, which is to become more aware of who you are and to develop the rich potential that you have. That's why I have a book called uh, You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor. Now, I look up to him a lot, and I view most of the stuff, most of the law of attraction that I extract is from You Were Born Rich from Bob Proctor himself. Now, but today I also will make you aware of things that cause people to think the way they think, to be able to give you a new perspective on life, right? Nothing is black and white, but most people make it black and white. Now, I had a comment. I was trying. See, here's the thing. I'm trying to inspire people, uplift people to do better in life, to be able to go after dream, even if it's hard to do, right? But there are certain people who have this set of mindset or set of belief system that I wasn't really doing anything wrong. I'm just sharing my knowledge, my sharing my videos. But occasionally I get people out of the woodwork from online, which I call trolls. They have negative thoughts, but you know the guy was, I was sharing Joe Vitale, I was doing a book review, and I posted in the Facebook group, and there was this lady, and she's kind to let me enough to be able to share my video, and it was the law of one, and I get that most people, when he was coming from a base of scarcity mindset, he was talking about rich people, or the capitalism. Everybody hate capitalism, or I mean, in his point of view, he hate capitalism. Usually entrepreneur are pro capitalism, which I have to study more into that, but I can't speak too much into that. He was basing upon rich people think that rich people are heinous, people are evil, but they aren't. They Without those people, we wouldn't be happy. Without those people, there would be I think there would be no food given to the world, to the poor, or a family that need food. But anyway, he come from a mindset of, oh, what, law of attraction is about attracting objects. Well, most people come into that with that mindset because in this world and day and age, most people are materialistic. Nothing wrong with that. It's who you are as a person, and I cannot change you. It's a full-time changing people. I mean, turn that around. It's full-time changing yourself, but it's hard. It's difficult to change people. You can't really change people. And I noticed that, as usually I deal with older. Usually, when people come up from a perspective, they're usually coming from their own experience in their own life, and usually they're older folks, right? Usually, older folks is hard to change their mind. Young adults are easy, not adaptable to changing their mind. And so this one gentleman that I have, he was keep coming at me. I was like, whoa, I'm here just to inspire people and uplift them and to share my knowledge. And I told him, he was talking about all he wanted is peace of mind, and all he wanted, he's retired. And the problem with that, he's retired. See, most people retire from life. Most people are working to retire. If you're loving what you do, I bet you Kung Fu Master will never retire because they love what they do, or artists or Bob Proctor will never retire because they love what they do, right? They want to create things. And he was coming from a standpoint. He's like, yeah, why are you attracting objects? And because he's thinking about the law of attraction from an object point of view, but it isn't an object to attract. It is the spiritual laws of the universe that it's within inside you. When you learn to communicate with part of your mind or your subconscious mind, you enable the connection with the universe, right? And he didn't understand that. And I feel like he was hoarding knowledge. If he said he was acquiring knowledge, but if he doesn't want to why doesn't he create videos and share it with people so it could inspire and help and uplift people instead of trying to um, push what he think or his perspective on how the law of attraction is. Now, in this video, what I'm trying to in these video that I'm trying to make is to be able to change your mind about the law of attraction. Most people come into this, they want to go into the lottery ticket. That's the objectify instead of working on themselves. My message is different. My message is working on yourself, right? My message is to be able to develop the skills, the knowledge to be able to grow you. And I told him that. I told him most people come into this and they want to attract objects, their mate, instead of working on themselves, instead of healing themselves. Because once you work on yourself, once you heal yourself, you become a more powerful person, and therefore you be able to attract success in your life. Without working on yourself, you won't be able to attract greater people. You won't become aware of more of your potential. And I told them, law of attraction is, when you set a goal, you don't set goals of the standard of society. You set goals of your heart. You set goals where you want to pursue that and make you happy. And I told him this, that goals are there to bring out of more of who you are, more of your awareness. Goals are there to make you, because when people don't set goals in life, they go nowhere. They don't have anything to aim. They don't know where to go. They just stumble along and be average, or they conform to society rules and habits and their way of thinking. In their life, they never pursue something that of any consequences, so they regret of they could have been doing something amazing in their life. And I don't want that to be you or me, because I'm still young, and of course you're here learning about the law of attraction. And sometimes people, of course, people want to pursue the object. There's nothing wrong with it, right? But it's not gonna last when you develop. When what lasts is developing the character, the skill set, and the knowledge that be able to help you along your journey in your future. And that's because knowledge and skills, nobody can take away from you. The object can be replaced. The object can rot and rust, but you will have the knowledge and the skill forever. And so I told him, why don't you, if you acquire the knowledge, why don't you put a video up to share the knowledge instead of hoarding it? And I told him, instead of you telling me you were retired, do what you love to do and do that. Most people don't do what they love to do. Most people are jaded by the times of they spent working for someone else. And so he had a scarcity mentality, which when I come into this, I'm here to be able to help solve your problem. And somehow this got into like a freaking debate. I was like, whoa, you don't need to do that. All you do is just let me be. And some people are like that. The mind is a powerful magnet, as it's just. We're being reading Expect Abundance, chapter Expect Abundance. The mind is a powerful magnet, and as just is attract whatever corresponds to its ruling state. Expectation dictate what that ruling state will be, and therefore govern what corresponds to the mind and it track into your life. Expectation can be either a blessing or a curse, but either way it is certainly one of the most powerful unseen forces in your life. You will soon discover that if an idea in this chapter are applied with intelligence, expectation can be triggering mechanism which attract into your life every good you desire. However, you do not exercise however, if you do not exercise extreme caution, expectation can also turn just as rapidly into a destructive, lethal enemy. Therefore, you must be cognizant of how you are exercising this invisible but powerful force. Before any of us can even begin to overcome the poverty which surround us in our external world, we must first conquer the impoverishment that's buried deep within ourselves. In the preceding page, I explained how prosperity, properly understood, is simply the inward awareness of abundance, wholeness, and completeness that abounds within the spiritual realm. In other words, it's impossible to feel poor when you're constantly being enveloped in the protective care of loving God, universal spirit, or whatever else you may wish to call the spiritual center of our universe. Let me repeat: there's never has been any lack of supply other than which we have created for ourselves because of our own limited awareness. Nature is abundance, right? And when we don't understand that we have an abundance of knowledge, we have an abundance. Now, when it comes to, it's funny that how when it comes to abundance can be anything. It's not just monetary. It's not just the object that we pursue. Look, we're here to enjoy life, right? We're not here to. In his mindset, it was a way of his life. I believe that the day you retire is the day that you give up your dreams and hope, and that's where you begin to decay. You begin to die within you because you didn't express who you are as a person um, when you were on this planet. Because you were most adults nowadays, the reason why they have regrets and they have lots of hurtful events and experience because they listened and they were told that they were guaranteed if they did the right thing that society tell them to do, then they will be successful. But then they had a rude awakening, meaning that they had a midlife crisis, and then they wake up one day and say that I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. And they wake up and it's like, God, I hate my life. And most people hate their life because they will what usually young people, if they listen to society, if they listen to their parents, what they told them to do, they will hate their life and they will regret it, and they wish that they'll have a machine to go back to which they could have pursued something that they value, pursue something of their interest, pursue something that light them inside. But instead, they listen to society, they listen to their parents, they listen to a lot of things that most people um, listen to, right? I want to exhort you, therefore, to resolve to change your habitual pattern of thinking now. That's right. Change it now, and remember the stream of uh, pet, um, plenty always flow towards the open, expectant mind. You must understand you already have in substance, if not in physical form, everything necessary to produce prosperity in your material world. The determining factor for you to obtain the results you want are desire and expectation. You must have been living up to this point the way that the masses live their entire lives, simply because you're harboring the false assumption that desire is only the only thing which you need to reach your goal. But you must understand that if your desire is not combined with expectation that you will receive what you desire, you will find yourself continually frustrated, disappointed when you begin working towards any kind of material goal. When you cast your mind back over the experience of your own life, you will soon realize that whenever you did reach a desired goal, you not only desired that goal, but you actually expected to obtain it as well. Let me repeat: desire without expectation is nothing more than wishful thinking, as we have already pointed out, since the vast majority of people wish positive but expect negative. They seldom obtain what they are offered. Desire is the exert of unexpressed possibility within seeking expression through your action. In other words, your ideal dreams or goal, this wealth you wish to see materialized, can only become a desire once it's properly planted in the universe creative intelligence, more commonly referred to as the subconscious mind. However, once your desire has been firmly established, it is the expectant attitude which ensures that your goal or dream is not uprooted or replaced by any opposing or competing ideas. In the chapter Let Go and Let God, we became aware that we were co-creators. We become aware of how we had the ability in our conscious mind to choose any thought we wanted, to build any image we choose to build. We then learn how we can turn that image over to our subconscious mind, the central spiritual center of our being, and that part of us which take any idea or images our image we give it to it, then willingly accept it and instantly begin to move into physical form into our world. We discovered that when we truly understand this creative process of life and our role in it, expectation become a natural mindset, regardless of how things might appear in our society world and what others might be saying to us. We are told that this absolute and unshakable faith and belief in the fact that our images are more move into form is essential and we become successful in our life. We also gain an awareness that all of this will happen once we begin to see ourselves as a non-physical entity encased in physical bodies. Once we realize our bodies are nothing more than the physical manifestation of non-physical self, we will understand that they are a obedient service of our mind and that they move and have their being according to the vibratory rate of our minds. Only then we will consciously aware that everything which now exists in our physical world was first preceded by the image we choose to plant in our marvelous mind, and everything which is going to appear in the future in our physical world be nothing other than a carbon copy of the picture we are now in the process of developing. You must reach a state in your mental development where you don't just believe that your image, a mental wealth, what manifests in form, but you actually know it well. It's at the point you begin to expect to receive the physical uh, expression of your image of wealth. No one and no thing will able to cause you to see in your mind anything but that. Always remember, the truth is not always in the appearance of things. Expect the thing that you are going to achieve. Expect to have the thing that you're going to have. Expect that the outcome will become reality for you. You gotta expect. Sometimes I reread this and I re-listen to Earn Nightingale because I course off while doing the video because I forgot to believe in the universe. I forgot the trust in the process. I forgot all those because I was in the motion of doing videos for you and to be able to make you aware of what you can become more. And sometimes I forget, and sometimes I forget to be able to have faith in myself, have faith in the universe that if I can combine, if I have faith within myself and I have faith with the universe, I'm working with the universe, not against it, right? And then and then we create a lifestyle that we want. And don't be like that guy who say, hoard the knowledge. Don't hoard the knowledge, or don't be like, oh, law of attraction for attracting the object. A lot of people do that. It doesn't matter. I used to do that. Now I don't. I just want to pursue something of my dreams. I want to develop something inside me that is wanting to be expressed through the medium me, and to through the medium videos or whatever that is, and to be able to express my knowledge and studies and how I want to impact the law of attraction, how I want to influence the special education, how I want to influence people for the better, not for the bad, because there's a lot of things that happening in the world, like America. There's shootings, and there are shootings, and we must become aware that it's hard when you see negative news on the TV, and it's hard to see these heinous, horrific act of violence, and that I'm telling you, we should do better. We, as a human being, as a society, we should uplift humanity, not destroy it. Too many people want to destroy humanity. People want to kill. People want to destroy innocent lives. And please don't do that. Please don't destroy innocent life. Okay. Each and every one of us are in the image of God, right? In the Bible. And that so we're here to create our magnificent life, no matter how many difficult days we have. And I know we do. And sometimes I have to be patient with myself because I do have difficult time. It's not easy, and I have to overcome a lot of things that you know, w- you know. Let me tell you a story. I have difficult, right? Trying to motivate myself, right? I told in back in my video a while back, Napoleon Hill success. At first I wanted to be about it, but then when things don't happen the way I wanted to, I can tend to emotionally eat, and it make me depressed because I want this thing certain way to happen, and so it doesn't happen, and sometimes it make me feel upset, you know. And sometimes when you get bored and you watch and you eat and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm working on that now. It's not easy. It's gonna take me time to be able to. I had to figure out how to not get overstressed about that. But anyway, I mean, I can deal with it, but it's like, man, it sucks sometimes, when things don't go your way. There are things that don't go your way, and sometimes you have to be able to override that fear, overcome the story that we play in our minds, because we have self doubt, and we we self negative talk to ourselves, and we talk ourselves out of it. We could have been doing something amazing. Don't let that be you. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you on the next.